Sinead O'Connor captured the world's attention with her powerful voice, emotional performances, and outspoken nature. Tragically, Sinead recently passed away. Join us as Facts Verse presents Sinead O'Connor, dead at 56. Sinead's start. Sinead O'Connor, born December 8, 1966 in Dublin, was a renowned Irish singer-songwriter known for her powerful vocals and controversial public image. Sinead was born into a musical family. Her parents, Sean O'Connor and Marie O'Connor, were both talented singers. Her father was a structural engineer and mother was a traditional Irish singer. But O'Connor had a difficult childhood. Her parents divorced when she was 8, and that had a profound impact on her. She's spoken candidly about experiencing abuse from her mother's subsequent partners. In addition to growing up in proximity to musical artists, Sinead was also inspired by artists like Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, and Bob Marley. Their socially conscious lyrics and activism influenced her own work later on. O'Connor attended Newtown School, a Quaker boarding school in Waterford, Ireland. During her school years, she developed a strong interest in music and began performing at local venues and festivals. She even won a talent contest on the TV show Opportunity Knocks in 1984. In 1987, she released her debut album, The Lion and the Cobra. The album received critical acclaim for its raw and emotionally charged songs, showcasing O'Connor's distinctive voice and songwriting abilities. Though it didn't achieve mainstream success, it laid the foundation for her future career. Her breakthrough success came with her second album, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, released in 1990. The album featured the iconic song Nothing Compares to You, a cover of a Prince song. The track's haunting vocals and emotional intensity resonated with audiences worldwide, catapulting O'Connor to international fame. The song topped charts in multiple countries and earned her 4 Grammy nominations. Her music videos also played a significant role in her rise to fame. The video for Nothing Compares to You, directed by John Maybury, featured O'Connor's tearful close-up shots, conveying raw emotion that captivated viewers. Sinead always loved to speak her mind. Almost as soon as she became famous, Sinead started speaking her mind in ways that rubbed people the wrong way. Her decline from fame can be attributed to a combination of personal struggles, controversial public actions, and challenges within the music industry. Her outspoken and controversial behavior, which initially fueled her fame, began to have a negative impact on her career. In 1992, she famously tore up a photo of Pope John Paul II on Saturday Night Live, leading to widespread criticism and backlash. The incident alienated some of her fan base and damaged her public image. Sinead tearing up a picture of the Pope was a highly controversial act, motivated by her protests against child abuse within the Catholic Church. At the time, she was deeply affected by reports of widespread child abuse scandals involving the Catholic Church. She felt the church was not doing enough to address these issues and hold perpetrators accountable. In an act of protest and to bring attention to the issue, she tore up a photograph of the Pope during her live performance on the show. Her actions were met with intense backlash and criticism from various quarters. Many people, including fans and fellow musicians, condemned her act as disrespectful and offensive. It also had a significant impact on her career. Despite the controversy, O'Connor's protest did bring attention to the issue of child abuse within religious institutions and sparked a wider conversation about accountability and justice. While the act itself contributed to her decline in fame, it also highlighted her commitment to speaking out against injustice, even at great personal cost. O'Connor publicly battled with mental health issues throughout her life as well. In the late 90s and early 2000s, she experienced several high-profile breakdowns. These struggles affected her ability to consistently perform and maintain a stable career trajectory. Her personal life also played a role in her decline. She went through multiple marriages and divorces, faced custody battles over her children, and dealt with substance abuse issues. These personal challenges further impacted her ability to focus on her career and maintain a stable public image. Her later albums, while critically acclaimed, didn't achieve the same level of commercial success as her early work. In the 2010s, things started getting worse as far as her public image was perceived. In 2011, O'Connor publicly shared her struggles with mental health issues, including bipolar bipolar disorder. She wrote several distressing posts on social media, leading to concerns for her well-being. This garnered media attention and raised discussions about mental health awareness. Another controversial moment was when O'Connor wrote an open letter to Miley Cyrus in 2013, criticizing her sexualized image and the music industry's exploitation of young artists. The letter sparked a public feud between the two, with Cyrus responding dismissively on social media. This incident highlighted ongoing debates about the objectification of female artists and the pressures they face in the industry. In 2018, O'Connor announced her conversion to Islam and changed her name to Shuhada David. While this decision was a personal one, it attracted some controversy and criticism, with some accusing her of attention-seeking or making political statements. Sinead's personal life. Her first marriage was to music producer John Reynolds in 1987. They had a son named Jake, but this marriage ended in divorce in 1991. She then married journalist Nicholas Summerlad in 2001, but they got divorced in 2004. Her third marriage was to musician Steve Cooney in 2010, but they separated just 8 months later. Her fourth and most recent marriage was to therapist Barry Herridge. They got married in December of 2011, but went through a turbulent period and announced their separation in early 2012. But they reconciled briefly and finally ended the marriage later that year. In addition to her 4 marriages, O'Connor had 4 children. Alongside her son Jake, she had a daughter Roisin, born in 1995, from a relationship with journalist John Waters. She also had 2 sons, Shane and Yeshua, born in 2004 and 2006, from a relationship with musician Donald Lunny. Tragically, Shane met his end before his mother did. Shane died by apparent suicide in 2017 after going missing. Sinead announced the devastating news on Twitter, expressing her love for her son and hoping he finds peace. Celebrities have paid tribute. Her cause of death is yet to be determined, but she was only 56. In the wake of the announcement, many celebrities came out of the woodwork to pay their respects. Even the Prime Minister of Ireland, Leo Varadkar, expressed his condolences, acknowledging O'Connor's global music influence and unmatched talent. Irish MMA champion Conor McGregor shared his grief online, describing O'Connor as an artist with the voice of an angel. American hip-hop icon and actor Ice-T acknowledged her stance for something meaningful, contrasting her with most individuals. Sinead O'Connor will be greatly missed. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Sinead O'Connor? Let us know in the comment section below.